Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is a ghostly experience. Something that happened to me in 2011. Yeah, it was a little sketchy, so I figured, hey, why not share it on YouTube? Everybody else shares weird things. I do believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits and demons and all these things. No, I haven't called any on a Ouija board, but there are a few things that have happened to me growing up that I've experienced, and some people don't believe it, but there are a lot of people who do believe it because I did have proof at some point. Anyway, I just want to get right into it because I know it's going to be long because you know how much I like to talk. Anyway, 2011, my friend Robin asked me to babysit her child. He was 2 or 3. His name was Dominic. Dominic, he was a smart child, of course, but he never really spoke much at that age, not to me anyway. It was too cold to go outside, so we stayed inside, and we turned on the Rio movie. Is it Rio? That little bird, that little blue bird. So I went out, I prepared a snack. I was talking to my sister Jackie on the phone. He was sitting on the floor, like back here. The TV was probably here. And out this way was the kitchen. So I was out there, I came back in, and I gave him a snack. So he sat on the floor, he was watching his movie with the blanket and the little pillow. And after 20 minutes, he kept doing this. And, looking out into the hall, into, the kitchen. So I was like, Dominic, what are you looking at? And he just ignored me, like a usual child would do. So another 10 minutes went by, he got up and he ran in the hall and he went into the spare room. Now, we weren't allowed in the spare room, it wasn't our house, we were just living there. It was my boyfriend's house, so the spare room was their room. We kind of just stayed clear of it. But anyway, Dominic decided it was a good idea to go in there and hide. So he went in, he was hiding behind a bed, and I was like, come on, Dominic, we gotta go out and finish the movie. So we came out, we went out into the living room, he sat down, he ate a little bit more, then he got up again and ran back into the room. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure, this little kid wants to test my patience today. So I went in, and he was all he was hiding behind the bed, and he was popping up going, boo, and he was looking in the closet. So it was like, if this was the bed, he was here, and the closet was here, and he was just like, Doc, and he'd go, boo, peekaboo. I said, Dominic, do you want to play peekaboo? No, he just shook his head. So I was like, all right, well, we're going to have to go out now and finish the movie. Your mom's soon going to be here. I want you to have, feel your gut, la-di-da. So anyway, he came back out. He was a little bit pissed off, and he went back in again for a third time. And I was like, who are you talking to? He said, Anne. I was like, there's nobody in here? There's nobody here. And he pointed in the closet. I said, Dominic, there's nobody in the closet. Are you pretending to play with your nan? He's like, no. I said, okay. I walked in the closet. I was like, Dominic, there's nobody here. So let's just go. So we come out, and when you come out the hall, the kitchen's over here, and there was a dining room here. And in the dining room area, we had this weight, full workout leg thing, arm thing, the whole shabam was there. So he went and hid behind there, and I was like, come on. He's there speaking some baby language, and I was like, come off of it. Dominic, don't go get mad with me. I'm sorry. I didn't see anybody. We can play a game in the living room. Obviously, I was nicer than this. But anyway, I was talking to my sister, and she's like, what a weird kid. And I said, yeah, it is weird. Because at the time, I didn't really have kids planned. I didn't really want any kids, and I didn't mind babysitting them because I could give them back. So we're sitting down, we're eating, and again, another 15 minutes passed, and he was looking over his shoulder again, and I was like, Jackie, what is this kid doing? She said, ask him. And I was like, okay. Dominic, who are you talking to? He's like, Anne. It's like, Dominic, there's nobody there. So he gets up, runs on out to where the porch is where there are stairs going into the basement. I'm like, Dominic, come in, please. And I went to go out, and before I got out there, he was running back to come back in. I mean, he was a little bit scared. So I told my sister, and she said, well, record him next time. So I did record him. And before anybody goes saying, oh, this is bullshit, my computer, if you watch any of my videos, my computers have crashed. This was 2011, so the chances of me being able to pull this footage from whatever computer I had in 2011, mind you, I've had 5 computers since then. Chances of pulling that footage are very, very slim. I don't think I'll ever see them again. But there are people in this community who have seen the footage, so I'm going to stick to what happened to us. You just listen to the story and tell me if you believe it or not. So anyway, he's out, where did I end up? He come back in, I was talking to my sister, we're recording. I said, Dominic, show me Anne. I'm like, who is Anne? So she's on the phone, we walk on out, he's in the porch, and he's like, Anne, and he was pointing, like, towards the stairs. I was like, there's nobody there, Dominic. Come in the room. So he comes on in, he sits down, and I told my sister, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go because, like, I'll just record it and show you what's going on. Like, my hair. Anyway, he gets up, he goes out again, he's like, come on. Like, you know, he takes my hand, he takes me out into the porch, and I'm looking, and I'm thinking, like, what is this kid doing? Does he do this at home? So the purpose of me doing the recording was to show his mom, because she might have been able to tell me what was going on, right? I thought this kid was just, I thought he had an imaginary friend or something, really. So I walk out, and he's like, down there, like, pointing down the stairs. I'm like, Dominic, there's nobody there. And he was getting pissed. Like, I mean, he was mad at me. He was turning red in the face. He was kicking on the floor. I said, okay. I walk down the stairs. I don't see anything. I don't feel anything. I turn around and come back up. And I get to, like, the middle of the stairs, and it was fucking freezing. It was freezing. It was so cold. And, like, I felt a little bit uncomfortable, but I didn't make it seem like I was believing him because, you know. So I say, come on, Dominic, let's go in the room. I walk up steps. I go take his hand, and he pulls away, and he gets real pissed off at me. And I was like, great, this is great. So I felt some kind of cold breeze, and I was thinking maybe it's just cold from the basement. You know, try to get it out of my mind. He would not come in. He started bawling. He was standing by the door, and he was like, no, Anne is over here, and he's bawling. I'm like, Dominic, I don't see anybody. By and by, he crouches down on the floor, and he's like this, like up against the wall. And I was like, Dominic, you can't get mad. He was doing this. And all of a sudden, I had this on video too. All of a sudden, he goes, and he jumps, stands up, reaches for me, and runs in the living room. And I'm like, he literally, it looked like he was looking up, or he was watching the stairs. He was like, and whatever he saw was coming close to him, standing up next to him. It scared him. Anyway, he jumped up. He was, like, freaking out. We went into the living room. I was like, okay, we're going to rewatch this movie because he really liked the movie. I had the curtains open. The lights were on. It was in the middle of the day. Anyway, his mom showed up. Then I was like, fuck, this is weird. And I was like, Robin, do he have, like, imaginary friend or ghosts, or not ghosts, or, like, does he play peekaboo with his grandparents, or do he, like, see ghosts? And she's like, see ghosts? I was like, yeah. She's like, no, he don't do any of that. She's like, he's only 2 or 3, however old he was. She said, yeah, we plays peekaboo, but I mean, he plays that with me. I was like, great. So I showed her the video, and she's like, what the fuck? And my friend was there, Mike, and he's like, that's weird. He never does that. And I was like, well, he did it today, and it creeped me out because I didn't know what was going on. So she's like, Dominic, sweetie, you know, show who's Anne. He takes her hand and our hands and brings us to the stairs again. This is about an hour after we had our whole like ordeal. He walks us down into the basement, like down over the stairs. We go into the basement, and we're like, we don't see anybody. He's like, no, there, pointing to the stairs, like pissed with us. So we go to the stairs, and we felt that breeze. The 3 of us felt that fucking breeze, and we took off. We went into the living room, and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I can't deal with this. So anyway, we tried to get our mind off of it, and where we just like kind of moved in, she's like, oh, well, who are all these pictures on the wall? So we were going around. I was like, oh, okay, well, this is us. This is my boyfriend's mom's husband's friend's brother, all this stuff. We were going right through the whole pictures. We get to this one picture, and Dominic's like, Anne. I was like, great, okay. Great. And it's like this old woman and her friend in the picture. So anyway, we're going back around again, and I said, well, where's Anne? He pointed to the picture, and I was like, that's not Anne, that's Emily and her friend, because Emily was, you know, she's the one who lived in the house before. And he's like, not her, her, and like pointed to the friend. And I was like, well, shit, I don't know who that is. It was her friend. I don't know. So we go and we leave. I didn't have a phone hooked up, so we go down to her house where she was staying. And I phoned a couple people who knew Emily, and they're like, well, look on the back of the picture, because sometimes he used to write on the back of the picture. So we go back to the house. I take the picture off the wall, and I fucking kid you not, swear on my child's life, and I would never, ever do that if this was not true. We turn the picture around, and it says Emily and her friend, Franny, and in brackets, Anne. Not bullshitting. I would never, ever swear on my child's life. This is true. This is legit. I swear on my own life. I swear on everybody's life. This was true. The back of that picture that child pointed to was Anne. Anne was a friend, apparently, of Emily. A really good friend who died. I got shivers thinking about it. I don't know like how she died. I don't know any backstory. We were like freaking out. We took the picture. We went up to the store, and I was like, "Look at this video. Look at this picture." We told them the story, and they're like, "Holy fuck, are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah." So I stayed in with them all night. The next day, they come up. Dominic has no idea who Anne is. Never seen her no more. Never mentioned her. Never even said her name. I don't even think he said her name at all. At all. It was something that, if I had the video, I know you would feel like, oh shit, she's dead serious. But right now you're thinking she's just being a fucking Dumbo. I'm not being a Dumbo. This is something that happened to me. Then months after that, a few weird things started going on in the house. I was on the phone with one woman, and a glass that was on the counter, like, flew off the counter onto the floor. That is not bullshit. That is actually serious. I am not bullshitting. I would not lie about that. I don't see the point of lying about that. Why would I tell people about that? It makes me sound like a lunatic. It took me 7 years to tell somebody on YouTube that actually happened to me, because, you're a psychopath. You're looked at as a psychopath if you have paranormal experiences. That is one. That is one thing that I will tell you and share with you. If you want to hear some of the other ones, I'll definitely let you know. I know the video went out for a long time, but that is my story, and I hope you did enjoy it. If you have any questions or comments that you want to leave, just let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and let me know what you thought. If you thought I was bullshitting, well, fuck you, because I'm not bullshitting. This is true. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie about this. If I was going to lie, I wouldn't even post it. It's just a waste of time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys at my next video. My next video. Creep it real, and I will see you later.